Can you give us maybe a little update as to how the renovations are going in the Crest Theater and what our timing is? And then maybe if Laura has, I don't know if you have even discussed or had any board conversations. I don't know anything about them, but is there any updates that you can bring us to just Old School Square, since that was one of the named places?
Sure. The renovations to the Crest Theater are forging ahead right on schedule. This week we actually breached the roof to put in the hood for the commercial kitchen. Once the commercial kitchen is completed, which will be in the next few weeks, then we'll be going great guns on getting the rest of it done. There's a lot of the knockdown work on the walls where there was just kind of some drywall plastered up. A lot of that knockdown work is done. The railings are up on the stair rails, and that's all safed up now. Some of the less sexy parts of the renovation is restoring the electrical, because all of the electrical in the building was disconnected. So in the presentations that I had given you, and where we saw conduits with big bundles of wires hanging down from the ceilings, we discovered as we got in there and started really working on that restoration that those wires were disconnected on both ends.
Wow. So
we had no idea where that wiring went. So there's a lot of rewiring for the entire building that's going on, and correcting some fire code violations with the electrical that just were makeshift things that have been done to keep things operational in the past. But we are on schedule to be completed with that part of the restoration in August. I will say that that part of the restoration is just for the classrooms and the main public areas. It does not include anything beyond the theater doors. So there was a lot of equipment, the theater curtains. There were a lot of things that were removed from that space that are probably another. The contractor gave us a ballpark estimate of $4 to $5 million worth of additional work that would need to be done to finish that space, bring it back up to show ready with all of the theatrical lighting and the sound systems and all of even the lighting along the aisles as you come into the theater so you can find your seat in the dark. Even that was taken up. So there's a lot in the theater itself. There is a lot that needs to be done. Laura and I have had conversations about maybe doing some fundraising in the community to finish off that space. But I'll let her address that part.
Very good.
Thanks, Missy. That's good news for our August timeframe. So as it relates to the Old School Square campus, plans, as we said before, is really summer is our focus. So we've been really ramping up as a team, both working with the private producers of events that are happening there, plus the programs that we're investing in. So the museum, as you know, had just opened up a new exhibition on the ground floor, and it's functioning with programming with the Surfing History Museum as well as the World of Water, so constantly doing things there. And then we are activating the outside pavilion area and park starting, we started actually the first Friday of May with pop-up, just music outside, creating a space for people to just gather. And then continuing that through the summer. So on the first Fridays of every month, we'll be doing gatherings outside with just music and just soft seating for people to just be out and enjoy, bring their dinner and come outside. Also activating with concerts, bringing music back on a regular basis. So bringing music back twice a month. So the first and third Thursdays, we're going to be doing concerts out there, both all free, everything's free. to the public, so adding some games and activities along with music and space for people to again gather as a community, really focusing on our local residents and creating those spaces for them. Looking at also in July, as we change out the exhibition totally in the museum, opening that up and then bringing the inside out. So the art out onto the park and creating our first ever mural fest. So to art and culture and our public art, as Ryan said, we have a huge array of public art in our city, and shining a light on that and shining a light on the talent that's here in Delray Beach and our community, and doing some live mural paintings on the grounds of the campus of Old School Square with artists on a 2-day event that would obviously be more than just a pop-up event, right? So bringing an opportunity to a weekend to maybe fill some of our hotel rooms, as well as bring our residents back downtown to and kids and families and everyone to see that. Also, we've just entered to bring in a installation. It's an art installation that'll be installed at the end of June and run through the end of July. It's interactive, large art pieces. It's called laps, and they're time hourglasses, and you play with them, and kids, so it'll be there for a longer period of time, so it's not just there one time and then gone. So the point of that is to really engage our local community to come down, be part of downtown, come to the park, enjoy that festivities, and then go out and explore, go to the beach, just be part of the community. So that is a lot of our summer, and then working with our private partners, or what I call the private, it's really our residents, our private producers, working with the concourse that will be there in June on Father's Day. We are doing the 50th anniversary of the Bahamian Independence Day on July 8th, so working with our the SEC community as well as the Bahamian Consulate to bring a festival on July 8th, which is Bahamian Independence Day, and then building upon that. So going forward with other events that will be taking place and bringing some daytime. We're going to be doing things during the day as well for bringing that lunchtime crowd out, bringing people downtown for to enjoy the campus as well, and working with our summer programming with FAU has expressed an interest to do with their Lifelong Learning Center to bring that from FAU's campus to Delray, exploring the community. So doing a pilot with them on a monthly basis of doing a lecture series during morning 10 to noon, so then bringing again lunchtime traffic to the downtown. So using the vintage gym as because we don't have the classrooms, but using the gym to be a space for the lifelong learning members and non-member sessions, providing a different event for other residents and members of our community. So just some snippet of things.
So clearly lots going on in that area.
Yeah.
So perhaps an important focus area for you all to
Yeah.
consider on your list for many, many areas of your community. Any other observations? When you look at that list of your key focus areas and you've